Hi everyone, get another follow-up from my AmiCube channel about the progress working on the AmiCube and the design of new Minimig core. So I have a couple of updates. First and foremost, I've been working on some PMODs for all these development boards. So to kind of connect and hook up joysticks, for example, it's nice to have a PMOD with the DB9 male connectors. So basically what you can do, this is the other one that has, I kind of figured out there is enough pins to kind of hook up two things, PS2 and joysticks into one PMOD. So it's efficient in terms of using PMOD ports. So if I connect, here we will see voltage regulation. And that's another thing. This thing has a pretty decent proper voltage regulation. Comparing to these Digiland PMODs, this is just, as far as I can tell, I don't have schematics in front of me, but I think this is just straight going to 3.3 and using, I guess, resistors as a kind of voltage dividers. This is what I'm seeing also in the Minimig, so I guess it should work, but for the prototyping purposes I did it proper way. I've added also level shifters, CBTDs, also this time I'm using resistor arrays, and also I have these inverters here. So the reason I have inverters is to see the signals right away. So if you hook up the joystick and if we try to use the joystick, you can see that buttons, left, down, up, left, right, up, down, that sort of thing, and then the other one as well. Okay, this is still early prototype. I haven't had a chance to test anything, but I mean, I tested it like this, but not really using the Minimig core. But it's very simple design. It's just signals going directly to the FPGA and make sure that they're properly shifted from 5 volts to 3.3 because these signals are originally plus 5 volts, so that seems to be working well. The other one is very similar in design. This is also the joysticks, but this one doesn't have a PS2, but it does the same. Here you can see voltage regulation, 3.3 and 5 volts, and same thing, you hook up this. Here I did better decoupling. Unfortunately here I forgot to add decoupling capacitors. I only have some filtering capacitors, but not the decoupling, so I should add decoupling as well, but I think for testing will be fine. This is nothing production worthy, it's just for me to test stuff. And then there is another port, and you can see that it's working just fine. So this can be used for many other development boards having PMODs. Let me just bring some other. For example, something like this. I can use it on Spartan 7 SP. I believe it's SP701 board. This is one of the this is kind of like a mainstream. It's quite powerful development board, having also these mezzanine connectors. Here I can attach almost anything. I can attach, if I like, SDRAM, all sorts of MCUs, controllers for Minimig, and you know, God knows what else. So I'm leaning towards using these generic boards more for development than designing something and then doing development on the design, because simply there's no reason, and I can, this way I can make sure that the core works on the variety of chips. So this is Artix, having Artix. The other one is Spartan, I can use Spartan as well, and so forth. Of course, not every board has enough I/O or pins. Here I can only obviously connect, I would say, 4 PMODs or 2 PMODs if they're not too wide, like this. And then there's some pins available here as well. This is that shield think it's Arduino Shield or whatever, I'm not sure, but these pins are also going to FPGA, so they're available, and I think most of these pins are general purpose I/O pins you can use. So that's that. All of this I'm doing because I'm in the process of kind of moving to Vivado from ISC, because ISC and the logic analyzer there, it's much to be desired. Once I start using Vivado, I kind of figured that it's a better tool overall. It's a modern tool. The parts are readily available and so forth. When it comes to my previous AmiCube design, let me just try to lock gimbal here. I'm still working on it. I didn't have, unfortunately, due to my daily work and my daily job, I didn't have much chance to work on this board, but I'm continuing development, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do the port. I already did some, with the help of someone, I already did the AGA chipset to boot up and show AGA in CC info and so forth. But unfortunately, a person who was helping me with the integration didn't have enough time. I was involved with other projects. I was traveling, working, and I didn't have time. So it may be one of those things where I just need to do it myself. Or I might be able to find someone else to join and help me with the port. But no reason to quit on Spartan 6 because it has everything we need. One of the things I'll need to adjust is the VGA. This VGA will need some additional pins to show the required number of colors for the AGA, but that can easily be modified as well. I have design ready for V1.2. This is V1.1. V1.2 will have appropriate working level shifters by using the transistors, single transistors instead of, or I should say maybe discrete transistors, than using these level shifters, because this didn't work out very well for me. And a couple of little improvements. I will add clock generator as well, so I have more options of using different clocks here. Right now, using this counter, I can do 20 megahertz, and that's about it. I can do 5, I can do 20. 5 is too low for Spartan 6, so 20 works, but I'd like to have freedom to play with different clocks as well, so I'll add that as well. But unfortunately, due to my work, I didn't have enough time, or as much as time, to kind of do the Verilog development myself, and hopefully that will change. I'm going to use my weekends, and I'm going to work after 5 o'clock as much as I can to try to bring this up to a good state. I don't see any reason why this wouldn't work with AGA, because the way the AGA Minimig is interfacing with RAM, it's already 16-bit, believe it or not. So that's fine. I also added SDRAM. This is SRAM. I added SDRAM here, 2 chips, 128 megs as well. So I can use straight implementation from the design, or I can adapt the design to use SRAM if I like. I mean these particular ICs here. So, you know, I think new board will definitely be close to what we need to bring AGA with the 68000, and therefore all the other stuff, all the other accelerator boards and so forth. Talking about the accelerator boards, another good thing is new PiStorm 68K is ready. I have a design that's working fine. I tested this for hundreds of hours. I will add this to the minimig.ca website so people can purchase. I will also publish Gerbers and schematics, but maybe after first 10 sales or something, I want to have a little bit of testing time for people to test before We are sure this is ready for Gerbers. I don't want you to produce these boards and then get into trouble with some sort of issues. So I'm going to try to sell a couple of these to people with also a heads up that they're first customers, and you know, they have a little bit of burden of testing this with me. But as I said, I mean, hundreds of hours, different boards, different scenarios, not a single glitch, not a single issue. When it comes to electronics, I measured everything. Everything seems to be fine. I mean, famous last words, but I hope that what I'm seeing, I'm not missing something. And if I do, maybe some of you guys can point that out and let me know. But seems like we are on the good path. I made a couple of changes. For example, someone said make sure this is a PiStorm LED here and 68,000 LED here, depending on the switch position, so it makes more sense. It's not reversed because 68,000 is here and PiStorm is here, so that's what I did. I flipped that. I've added some additional. Board is a little bit dirty, sorry for that, because it was a little bit of hand soldering, a little bit of changing a couple of things, but important thing is diodes are here, protection diodes, so you can use different IC here, D flip-flops or latches. You can use an Xperia, you can use Texas Instruments, you can use whatever you like, and it seems like it's working fine. Both scenarios, no issues there. A little bit of decoupling, improvements, stuff like that. Nothing major, but also with this, I have. I know everyone is waiting for AmiCube board, but I think I will need a little bit more time, especially for the software to be ported to AGA. But in the meantime, whoever needs, whoever wants a new Minimig, I have gorgeous Minimigs ready. New cases are here, so cases are available. I have about 25 units available. 5 are already assembled, so I assemble 5 by 5, you know, because, you know, lack of my time to deal with this. But we'll have 5 on standby, whoever wants them in the case, and also we'll have these. If you buy Minimig, this will be super discounted. I will have these bundled below the price of the parts, just so I can put these in the hands of people, and you can test and see how it works for you. Of course, I'll put a little bit of disclaimer on the website that this is kind of quite a new board, but again, works just fine, and yeah, I hope everyone will be happy. Talking about it, we can even try it on the AmiCube board, and there's no reason not to work. So I can put this on here, just 68,000. Here it is, and then I can switch it, let's say, to a PiStorm like this. It's already PiStorm. Okay. There you go. Let's turn on. It's booting up. You can see here the hold is on the 68,000 where the lines for PiStorms are released. So effectively, PiStorm is active. There you go. And it should be booting up now. Hard drive is active. Operating system is booting. Takes some time, of course, to boot up the OS. But let me see if I can point to this thing. There you go. I'm still trying to figure out this gimbal. I have this new Osmo device, and I don't understand how it works. I need to figure that out. Maybe like this. There, this should be better. And there you go. We have the operating system up and running on the PiStorm, but you see, it depends on because the floppies here are real, actual physical floppies. Amiga doesn't see it because it's expecting these floppies to be connected, but that's the core I'm running. But that's fine. That's why it takes a little bit of longer time to boot up. And then there is data, and then there is, I guess, easy-info. We can try PiStorm, speed, and we'll get some good numbers, I think. Yeah, there you go. Depends on what version of the Raspberry Pi you're using and what kind of software in general, but it's super fast. So yeah, that's that. Even AmiCube seems to be running this no problem. So it looks good. And what else to say? I mean, this is the progress. So mezzanine card is in progress. PMODs are done. I have joystick and PS2 PMOD ready to start experimenting with the 7th generation of the FPGAs and make sure that we have Minimig AGA on the 7th gen FPGAs, Spartan or Artix, whatever works. Maybe even we can start experimenting with SoCs as well, which may come later. I think most important right now is to bring AGA up and running. Again, new Minimigs are here, 5 boards assembled and ready with the cases and with a discounted PiStorm 68K, all in nice case. I'm not sure if I have switch available, so you may need to find a switch for your board. Just hook it up and switch between PiStorm and 68,000. But I may have some, maybe a few for first few people who are interested. So that's I'll give it a try to find it. But I need to order some from AliExpress, which basically is the same thing you can do. Just find a switch that you like, and then you can install it on the back of the case. There is this little expansion 3D printed plastic cover. You can drill that, install the switch there easily, and hook it up here. Basically, it's just toggle switch. That's what it is. And that's that. In addition to all this, I will probably sometime during this week start a Patreon page, or Patreon page, however you say, just for some people who want to help with the project. I will be hiring some people as well to join this thing, and if we get enough help from the community and from Patreon supporters, we will make sure that all these designs, all these boards are open source, and as up until now, so everyone can improve, design further, play with Amiga and keep Amiga alive. Amiga compatible computers, because I think open source is a great thing for community and for people to learn about these systems, to learn about electronics, and also produce these boards. Why not? There is a cottage microeconomy around them, and that's great. When we have open source stuff, we all benefit. Another thing I want to add is that I'm working actively, and you will see the theme here. Unfortunately, I'm working on 4 or 5 different things, but I guess that's what's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be. I'm working on the same ATX form factor for the Mister, not a Mist, but a Mister board. That's a Cyclone 5 SoC. You are almost certainly familiar with the Mister project. It's going to be one of those designs, kind of the same aesthetics that I'm using for AmiCube and Minimig. The board will be called the Mister ATX because, after all, Mister is really recognized as a Mister project. Needs to be open source as well, because everything's open source when it comes to Mister, and it should be like that. So we have my own take on the ATX board, and I'm not just saying ATX where you slap on that, I believe it's the 10 nano or whatever it is. It's going to be totally new design in terms of layout, slightly changed schematics. It's going to be all integrated. All those Mister plugins will be on the ATX board, so you can use any case. PC case that has 80x power, but you can also use my own design that I'll have my own cases designed for the board. Same as a Minimig and AmiCube, but I will change it slightly to be more interesting, not interesting, but rather different. So if you're kind of collecting these types of computers that I'm designing, you'll have the same aesthetics, functionality, same sort of level of quality that you used to expect from things that I design. So that's another exciting thing that's also coming. So stay tuned about it. I'll make some videos as we go. At this time, I am at the stage of creating schematics. Routing will start shortly, and then pretty soon, once routing is done, once we pass all DRCs and some SPICE simulations, then I will approach the prototyping, which is not a problem for me considering all the machinery I have. And I guess then there will be some time of testing. Maybe I'll give the board into hands of a couple of people to give it a try and give me the feedback, and then we will produce these things in hundreds. So Mister's coming, but comes, I guess, without saying that my main focus and the holy grail will be Amiga compatible computer with floppies and AGA core, which I'm working on right now, and we're not far away. The hardware is there, just like dealing with the Verilog, timing, logic analysis, and all sorts of things. That's what's left. So just so you know, everything's alive, project's alive, working very intensely on this, and just it will take some more time. I'm hoping by October, November we'll have something ready. So, but stay tuned. Follow up on my progress. Check the channel from time to time. Subscribe if you can. There will be information with the Patreon. If you can help, that would be great. I'm already, everything that I make selling these boards, I put back into parts and designing new boards, put back everything into community as open source. So I think Patreon will help, I think, improve the amount of resources I have to kind of continue this successfully. So that's that. Hope you had a fun watching. There is this beautiful PMODs already there. Mezzanine is in progress, having all the other bits and parts, and we'll go from there. Oh, by the way, after dealing with these new boards with the DDR, double data rate 2 or double data rate 3 dynamic RAM, I came to the conclusion that all these boards like Mister or whatever, they use SDRAM for one particular reason. I thought in my head, you know, DDR is modern, faster, this and that. But then I realized after porting the code that there is a latency involved, the burst modes. These two different RAMs are behaving very differently. Controllers should be rewritten, and integrating Minimig into DDR may be very difficult, next to impossible. It might be, I'm still far away of really understanding the porting process, but what I'm seeing now, I kind of understand why even Mister has SDRAM attached to it, even though it has a DDR. I always wondered why is that the case, but then after going more into the memory controllers and the way these things work, it was clear that things are not as easy as people usually think. So that's about that for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and talk to you soon.